Hi, we're back at the Business Startup Show at London's Excel, and now we're going to have a little chat to Wendy Tan-White, who is the founder of Moonfruit. So thanks for being with us, Wendy.
No, it's a pleasure.
So if you could tell us a little bit about your background, how did you come up with the idea for your product, Moonfruit?
Well, Moonfruit's a website builder for small businesses to build their own sites. It's very design-led, and good for creatives as well, very simple. And we've had about 3.5 million sites built with our product today.
Wow.
My background is actually computer science, so I've always kind of been in technology, but then over the years I ended up moving more into commercial marketing.
Okay.
And helping start up the internet bank Egg, I realised there was a real opportunity for basically democratizing website building online. It was basically something that you had to pay for and a lot of money for. And I felt that with technology generally, we should take away that barrier and give tools to people to do it themselves. At a good value price, basically.
It's becoming a little bit more common for people to have a few skills, like web skills, but yes. I imagine back when you started, and when did you actually start?
I actually started in 1999 during the first .com boom. You could say we're moving into another one now, so it's probably a good time to start a business. But no, it's true. In those days, even being online and having, you remember there was no broadband in those days, so it was pretty slow on the internet. Today, there are even more businesses trying to go online, and there are, like our tools, there are now great tools for you to do it yourself, even if you have literally no web design skills. As long as you have an eye and you know what your brand is and you know what products you want to put onto your site or your service, then it's very simple to do that, and Moonfruit's good for that.
Okay. So from when you started up in 1999, how has the business grown? Where are you sort of at now?
We actually we raised a lot of money during the first internet boom. So we raised a couple of £1 million from France and from the US. So we did it on quite a large scale. And we literally scaled up to having about 400,000 users. But in those days on the internet, everybody was trying to make money from ads, and there were no people online to actually pay those ad revenues. So the .com crash came, and we actually had to go from a company of 60 people back to a company of 2. We started again literally in an attic, me and my original co-founder.
Right.
And that was a difficult time, but I think that's the time we really learned to run and start up a proper business where the money we made was what we had to use to grow the business. And the thing that saved us was our customers. We had 400,000 users who weren't paying for it, and we basically asked them and said, look, if you don't pay, we won't survive. And enough of them paid for us to carry on and grow the business over the last 8 years.
They must have been really happy with the product.
Well, I think we were very lucky. I think they were very loyal. If I'm really honest, I think our product was pretty ropey in those days compared to today. Today, it's a very slick product today. It's very easy to use. Our customers love it. And to be honest, the thing that has saved us in all that period is our customers give us a lot of feedback. So one of the things that's special about the Moonfruit service is there's a big community that help each other. So we have power users to help other people build sites. We have designers who will even help you design your site. We have business experts that help you run your business. So that's made a real difference. They create the advocacy for us to grow our business.
You've given us a great tip, obviously. What else would you say for someone who doesn't have very much money, doesn't really know very much about the internet, really, getting their website online? Obviously, you're going to say, well, come and have a look at our product. But what else should people be thinking about?
There's a lot of other things. It's not just about our product. I think your first one thing is you need to get a good domain name, and that's about your brand, something that either resonates for your customers, or has a feeling that shows your brand values in some way, because people remember that. The other thing is, if you set up a website, it's about a lot of people will get their customers through Google and Bing search engines, basically. So you need to know when you set up your website how to set up the data and the content of your site so that it shows up more easily on these engines. It's called SEO. If you do a search for SEO on Google itself, you'll actually find a lot of information on how to set up in a better way. We do a lot to help our customers do that, and we have a guide to do that. But that guide's free. You can download it anyway. The other thing is you need to understand, I think, like I said, things like how to set up a Facebook fan page for your site. What things like Facebook fan pages do, and also the other thing to do is to blog about either your product or service or an area of expertise around your product or service. Because what that will do is bring traffic to your site through your blogs. The big thing about the internet is it's like a big network. So the more times you appear, your content appears across the web, whether it's a blog, whether it's a Facebook page, whether it's a tweet about you, whether it's a link back from another website, it all brings cheap traffic back to your site. And that's the thing to really understand about the net. It's a big network, really.
What's the most important lesson that you've learned in business?
I think the truth is, it doesn't matter what sort of company you are, the old-fashioned, you need to sell your product for more than you make it is critical. You've got to make money, and you've got to know, even if you lost lead for a period or raise finance, or you need to know what that's going to be. Nobody's going to invest in you if they can't see what that's going to be at some point. I think also, be careful how fast you try to expand. Test your markets first, test out your product and groups of people. In fact, generally, it's very quick to test out an idea. So let's say you don't even have a product yet, you can throw up a page now on the internet and even survey people and say, if I produce this, how many people are interested? I'm going to do this soon. Tick here and send me your email if you're interested.
Yeah.
The biggest thing I've learned is don't wait too long to get out there and try something out and see who's actually interested in you. And get their feedback. You often find you think you've got a great idea and you get out there and it just doesn't meet the need of the customers you're trying to meet. So, your customers are king, basically.
Who do you look up to in the world of business?
Me personally? Well, I'm obviously in the internet sector. So one of the people I really look up to is, there's a woman called Sheryl Sandberg, who is actually the CEO of Facebook.
Right.
She's an unusual woman in that there's very few senior board level women in industry generally, but particularly on the internet. And I would say she's the kind of unsung hero of why that's now probably going to be the biggest floating business in the world next year. So, and she's a mother. She's very similar to me. She's got a 6-year-old and a 3-year-old. So I have huge respect for her to make that work, to actually make that work. So.
How do you keep a work-life balance? You just mentioned your family. How much of them do you actually get to see these days?
It is tough. I'd be lying if I said it wasn't. I think that's the other thing about your own businesses. Don't underestimate how much of the time it will suck from you. You will eat, sleep, and dream about it. But all I can say is you really need to try to carve out space for your partner if you have one, and your children if you have them, because at the end of the day, that's what's going to be important in your life. Yes, your business is maybe it's about your financial security, maybe it's about fulfilling your dreams, but actually it's your family and partner that will make the difference. And I think sometimes when you're swallowed up in the worry and the concern, or even when it's going very well, the hype and the excitement, it's too easy to forget that, and that's very tough on your relationships. So.
Thank you very much for being with us.
Okay.
I'm looking forward to your seminar. I might pop in and have a look.
Marvellous. Okay, great.
Thanks very much.